Hey, everybody, good afternoon and welcome. This is Ann Dillard, one of the Powerhouse facilitators, coming back to you with another interview about the 2019 Powerhouse Retreat that's coming up, and it's going to be November 8th through the 10th. So you definitely want to save the date. But you don't want to just hear from me, right? Because I'm one of the facilitators. You want to hear from people who've actually been through the Powerhouse Retreat. So help me welcome my guest, Miss Alisia Mitchell. Hey, Alisia, thank you for being here. Hi. So we are doing these series of interviews to give people different insights about the Powerhouse Retreat and why they should sign up to be one of the Powerhouse Sisters. And so go ahead and introduce yourself and tell people who you are.
Hey everybody, my name is Alisia Mitchell. I am LMSW, which is a licensed master's of social work. I work in Hyattsville, Maryland, and I also work in Largo, Maryland. I work in an outpatient mental health clinic, as well as I am in a private practice working with children and families, primarily Hispanic and Latinos and Black and African Americans.
Amazing, amazing. So Alisia, I thought you were like the youngest person in the room, right?
Yeah, I think I was the youngest person there.
But it was so amazing because you brought such an amazing perspective to the things that we were doing and the discussions that we were having. So it wasn't like I didn't feel, but you tell me, did you feel like you were being looked down on as the baby of the bunch or anything like that?
No, definitely not. No, I think being like the youngest in the bunch, you do have those feelings of you're nervous. Well, my personal experience, I was nervous and I felt intimidated, but I found out that I didn't need to feel that way at all. But initially I did. I felt really nervous because I was coming into a group and I had these assumptions that, wow, everybody has this, everybody has that. And I was really nervous about what I had to offer, but I never felt like the baby in the group because there were also people there who were just starting out too. So that also made me feel comfortable too, that, this is a good place for me to be able to share where I am with my ventures to starting my own business.
That it was so amazing. And like I said, it was very inspiring having you in the room. You brought such a different perspective to the things that we were talking about as powerhouse women entrepreneurs. So thank you for that, and thank you for being there, or even taking the risk of saying, "Hey, let me sign up." Right?
Yes.
So why did you sign up?
I think it's just, for me, it was very personal. I think, God really orchestrated the whole thing for me personally in my life. But of course, met the wonderful Sabra, my mentor, really just encouraged me and pushed me. And like you said, like, you taking a risk to do something. And I was afraid. I was really, really nervous because I wasn't quite sure. I had never done anything like this before. So I was feeling like, I need to take a step out, just a step out on faith in general. So I was thankful that Sabra encouraged me. And then, of course, I get to meet you and Tori as well. So I think for me, it was just kind of taking a step and just trying, really, just really putting my heart out there and just taking it, because if I didn't take it, I may have been stuck, really, just in the same place. So I'm just thankful for the place that I was able to try and open up my eyes to something new.
Wow. And I think what you said is so critical because as women entrepreneurs, it's risky. And you
Yeah,
have to take risks. And if you don't take those risks, you can become stagnant.
exactly. You can become stagnant and just kind of stay right there, like that little hamster on the wheel, just keep going and going and not have any direction or vision.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. So what was like, I know there is a lot of stuff that happened, but what was
Yeah.
like your big takeaway from our weekend?
My big takeaway from the weekend. Wow. Yeah, you're right. That's a mouthful of things to be said. Wow. Looking back on it, I mean, it was breathtaking, really. You come in thinking one way and then you leave out just transform, really. So I think for me, I suppose my biggest takeaway, I think it was encouragement. I think it was encouragement that I can do this, that I can believe in myself.
Yeah.
And put myself out there and move forward with what I envisioned for what I needed to do. So I think me personally, it was taking that other step. I already taken the step already into the door of coming into this like powerhouse entrepreneurs. But then after you leave, there's some work to be done. So for me, it was just the encouragement that I had sisters surrounded by me and that I can connect. That was big for me, that I can connect with whomever I need to, even after I finish. So that was big for me, connection and encouragement.
That is huge. Again, this entrepreneurship can be pretty lonely sometimes, and you sometimes are left to your assumptions and the things that's going on in your head. But just taking that big step is so huge, and help people understand, because you didn't necessarily come in with an established business, right?
Exactly.
And so I think that's important that people understand. Where were you when you came in, and what steps have you taken since the POWERHouse retreat?
So where I was when I came in, I was in a very, I want to say I was in a very small place because I had just had a recent setback with trying to start up what I had envisioned in my mind, and something happened, and I kind of just got like a pause, like a stop sign.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was in a crossroads. So when I first got there, I think I was just really nervous. I was really scared, and I just didn't know where I was going to go. Like I said, I feel like I was at a stop sign because I had to like almost, I guess, just set aside what was happening. But the great thing about it was I was able to hit the reset button with the information that I received. It was like I had a stop, and then I had like a reset button while I was there. So the little steps from all three of you that helped me start, one was just give myself permission to try. And also listening to other people's stories, that not everybody was like, at the top, is what I had envisioned. That's what everybody was where they were at the time or where they needed to be. So the steps that I follow from the POWERHouse entrepreneurs, just putting myself out there and trying, and knowing that I am taking a risk and that you are going to have some setbacks, but it doesn't mean that is the determination, like your circumstance are not like the actual determining factor of your outcome.
Exactly. That is so powerful. And I'm looking on my desk, because you have since became a published author. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to find your book.
The Play Theory Toolbox. Yes.
It's right here somewhere. You have a copy of it?
You know what?
Hold it up. Let us see.
I think I do not have a copy of it myself. I don't think. Not with me.
My goodness. I'm looking. Okay, but we're gonna have to drop it in the link. I use it.
Yeah.
It's subject to be anywhere in this house, because I take it and try to get different tips for my Play Therapy Toolbox. So kudos to you and your co-authors. Way to go.
Yeah, thank you.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yes, I jumped right on that. I just hate I couldn't find it. But anyways, good job. Good job. And I noticed that you've been doing your inspirational videos. And tell us a little bit more about that.
And that's after I came from the POWERHouse entrepreneurs. I mean, that's where it really like started. Like you said, like the book came, and then I've always wanted to be able to give inspiration to other people in a spiritual and religious manner, because I do feel like we live in such a world that it is so dark sometimes, and it can cloud our judgment. And and it can overwhelm us. So what I had set out to do, and I was very encouraged to do after leaving like the Powerhouse Entrepreneurs, is setting down, actually writing my plan and setting some dates of like, this is when I'm going to make my first video, because I wanted to claim that I was going to be an inspirational vlogger. I wanted to put myself out there and give somebody some encouragement if they ever need it. So it's called Inspirational Vine Combos with Alisia when you're going through dark times. So that's what I've started. You can find me on YouTube all over. So that is the start of where I am.
That is so encouraging, and I love to tune in and watch you. And I'm like, go girl, go. So if somebody is listening and they're like, I'm still not sure about this Powerhouse retreat, what would you say to somebody? Why should they invest in themselves and take this plunge and do the 2019 Powerhouse retreat?
I almost think you just said it, really, almost like a hashtag, invest in yourself, because that's exactly what we did. Really, you invested in yourself to know that you were valuable enough for this time, because I think we doubt ourselves so many times and we become discouraged, and then we get to a place where we feel defeated, and then we get to a place where we're feeling depressed, because it's hard putting yourself out there and other people seeing your value or your worth. But to take that plunge, like you said, to take that risk, because it is taking a risk out there, but it's worth it because it's you, because you're valuable and you're important. And so to try to make this effort to just put on like maybe like a lens for a moment and like see something clearly, something differently, to take this moment for yourself and go for it, really, because no one else is going to do this for you and you can do this. So I think for me, I would encourage somebody to invest in themselves, know this is about you, and know that there are going to be other people on different levels, and that's okay. And that really is okay. And that's what I had to learn. So I think it is all about knowing that you're important, that you're valuable, and it's important for you to invest in yourself so that you can invest in your own future.
I love it. I love it. And I love the investment of not just money, monetary investment, but also the investment of your time. And so I would encourage people, if you can, stay on campus, because that bonding is so critical.
Yeah.
And you can shut out the outside world and just really retreat.
Yeah.
And such an amazing experience. So I'm just going to encourage people, take that risk, just like Alisia did, and invest in yourself. So where can people reach you?
Okay, so you can always go to YouTube and type in Inspirational Vine Combos with Alisia. And you can also find me on Facebook, Alisia Mitchell, and you can type in Inspirational Vine Combos with Alisia, or also you can find me on Instagram, IV Combos with Alisia as well.
Exciting. Well, I'm glad to be having a convo with Alisia today.
Thank you.
Yes, so when we get done, if you can drop your connection and drop a link to purchase your book in the comment section, so people who are watching can like and share and purchase the book, and go subscribe to your YouTube channel, because it is on fire. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Well, thank you, Alisia. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, November 8th through 10th.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, everybody, like and share and register for the Powerhouse Retreat 2019.